So when I worked in a bike shop, one of the most common questions that we would actually get in the bike shop is, what can I upgrade on my bike that'll give me the most bang for my buck? And generally what we would steer them towards is upgrading things that you are actually touching on your bike. Things like the shorts you're wearing, the saddle, the grips or the bar tape, and the shoes and the pedals. Those are going to be the best things to upgrade that you will actually notice a very big difference. Yeah, when you're looking to actually buy the bar tape, make sure that you're looking for a good quality bar tape. Ask the people there which one they recommend for you. Generally, that's going to be a good one for you, because it's going to depend. If you're an experienced rider, they might send you more towards a thinner bar tape that has a little more grip because you're really going to be driving on it. Or they might, if you're more amateur like myself, they'll gear you towards a thicker bar tape, or maybe even a double up bar tape, so that you have that comfort with the road vibration. So in this video, I'm just going to show you kind of how I go through installing bar tape on my bike. But yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I'm not a professional road biker, but this is what I have been taught to do. And from my research, this is a reasonable way to do it. So yeah, check it out, and hopefully you guys learn something. See here, this is the line basically for the brake cables. So you want to make sure these are right in front of you, because when you're grabbing on there, you want it there. You don't want it riding on top here, because it's pretty uncomfortable when you're actually holding on to the handlebars. So making sure that's in front there, and even adding a little more tape just to make sure it's not moving around. This one's pretty good, and it's just got the wire underneath. So I like where those are located, so I'll just keep going. But yeah, basically these hoods just kind of peel up a little bit, get them out of the way, make sure nothing's loose. And I think we're set up here. Start off, basically I like to have the glue on the end of the handlebar, but I'm leaving about 1/3 to 1/2 over the bar here, just so that I have something to put the plugs into. So when I'm pulling on this, I'm giving it some good tension, but nothing too much, not too much to deform it, just enough that it's nice and tight. I don't want to be doing too much, or you can see like the lizard skin's kind of changing. You just want to give it a nice, tight wrap there. And then as you're going up, you just want to get it even. So you're looking at kind of where this glue line is, and I try to match it right along here. Right along the edge of the tape. It just kind of goes up and over, up and over. It's not like taping a hockey stick. So, pretty used to it. So I'm seeing kind of how the spacing is. It's a little tighter together than I normally have, but I don't mind that. It gives a little more padding. So I'll just keep going with what I have here. Up and over. Up and over. Always keeping it really consistently tight. Up and over. Up. Over. Over. As I'm coming up this kind of drop here, these top bits are going to be a little closer together, and the bottom's going to be spaced out just to get up around the corner. These don't have a lot of flex to them, so be real careful. Now when I get up to here, I want to get really close to that hood. Now getting close to that hood is going to allow me to make that figure 8 a lot better. Now I'm getting up here, give myself a little more room there. So as I come up, I'm going to try to go up and over, back and around, so it's nice and tight. I would even try and get a little further over. This is nice and tight because this is where a lot of the wear actually comes, is right in this area here. So back around. I'm just lining this back up here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So again, it's going to be shorter in here, and then these spaces are going to be a little longer just with that curve. So try to make that as even as possible. Yeah, I'm liking the way that this is a little thicker. That's going to be a lot better padding for me. Not huge roadie, so any additional comfort is appreciated. You can see they give you a lot of tape when you do this. Just fine. Perfect. Perfect. Now you're stuck here, so you want to make sure you never let go of that end. Ideally, I would have done this earlier, but it's not that big of a deal. So getting that tape ready. So what I have here is just the end. Now you gotta be careful. If you haven't done this before, you can make the mistake of cutting it at the wrong angle. So you wanna make sure you're doing it the right way. So you wanna be going, if the line of the tape's coming in this way, you wanna kinda cut this way so that you have a nice flush bit at the end here. And you also wanna make sure you're wrapping it so that that little tip there is kind of tucked underneath. You don't really want it on top. It will be obvious. It's just little things like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right from the corner. Maybe I can get it better here. I'm gonna cut right from the corner up. Now, if I'm holding this piece and I cut that out, this is just gonna unwind. So I'm going to make sure I'm holding it back there. And I'm going to leave it a little bit. So I leave it a little flat at the end, I think most people do. And then when I wrap this around, you can see that it tucks up real nice in there. And then when I tape, I'm going to make sure I grab that piece at the end. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to make sure it's not going anywhere. And this first ring around was just to make sure everything stays in place. I just don't want it. Now, you want to line it up as best you can, because it just looks better. Road bikers like when things look really good. So same thing, electrical tape's cheap, so it doesn't matter if you want to go around it a few times here. Last one I just do a little bit off so that no water's gonna seep in there or anything. And tightens that up just like I did with my hockey sticks back in the day. So it is off just a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna cut it so the bottom of the tape wraps around here so I don't have a seam on the top where my hand's gonna go. And then I snip. Easy enough. Wrap right underneath. That's perfect. So you can see how that figure 8 kind of worked there. It cleaned up this whole little area. If I just do a little test to make sure it's all good everywhere, and then I can rock down these hoods. And yeah, you can see there's no little gap there or on the other side. So we are laughing. Like I said, if you're not comfortable with that or you just can't seem to get it or the type of tape you bought kind of messes with you, they do come with these little strips. Kind of cut it in half, wrap it there so that there is no gaps there, and that is going to be a big sign that you don't know what you're doing if you go for a road ride and everybody else sees that you have that and be like, oh, he did it himself. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but that already looks so much better. So pumped. Now I'm going to, this is always the tricky part. So you kind of fold in one with your thumb and then you use the other side. Grab that. Now the key is, you don't want to do this too much. So, making sure that logo's up, but otherwise, it's nice and clean all the way around, tucked in that tape real nice. That's the other thing I like about this lizard skin is basically it's real sticky, so it's easy to get these things in. You have that foam stuff, and it tends to be a little tougher to get these in.